Good day everyone. Welcome back to another day trading recap. In this video, I really want to talk about trading spready stocks. So for those that don't know, a spready stock is when there's a large difference between the bid and the ask price. And that's exactly what happened to me today. And I'll go over that trade right now. It was on BIDU. So BIDU, I was in I was long bias on the stock, is on a clear uptrend right now. And I think this has something to do with the fact that the Feds are gonna increase interest rate. And in fact, when the Fed increase interest rate, is actually not bad for China. So this morning I was long bias. I saw on the previous day there was a lot of wicks around this 150.50 level. You can see it clearly on the 30 minutes. A lot of rejection in this level, and it was coinciding with the 50 moving average on the daily. So I decided, and this was scary as hell, so I decided to put a limit order at 150.51 starting around at 9 o'clock. It filled me just a few minutes before the market opened. And then you can see right here around very close to 9:30, it filled me here at 150.51, and then instantly the bid went all the way down to 149, but the ask was still actually above my stop limit over here. So if I press my sell button at the time when the ask was down here, I would have got filled at 149, and that would have been a 4R loss instantly. Thankfully, I did not panic. I held the stock till it opened. So this is not really recommended because it's very dangerous. I mean, the stock could continue going down, and I would have been completely like maybe minus 5-6 Rs. But thankfully it popped back up, and I think I was just so happy that I recovered from that 4R loss and I just got out of it. It eventually got to my target at 152.30, uh, but I got out of it just because it was just too scary and too spready. So the lesson I guess here is that try to avoid stocks that are spready in the pre-market. If you look at it, I could have clearly got into this trade when the market opened and then ride this all the way to my target, and if then some. And also because the fact that it was down so much, it kind of messed with me psychologically, and it kind of like had that effect on me throughout the morning. Sometimes it's not about that specific trade, like that specific trade you didn't lose money on, but how it affects you psychologically. That's actually, I would say, in my opinion, more important than winning or losing one trade. One trade is never going to make or break you, but it could affect you psychologically and affect you for the rest of your trading day, and it could even affect you multiple days. So this is why from now on I'm going to try to avoid entering in the pre-market stocks that are extremely spready, and Baidu is known to be one of those. Other trades that I made today was PDD. Same thing, I enter in the pre-market over here at the $57 level. Again, I was same reasoning as Baidu. It was very bullish on the daily. It was pushing up against the 20 EMA on the daily, and it had this reverse hammer over here. And I also saw in the pre-market it was holding this pre-market level at 57, which coincides with yesterday's close. So I decided to go give it a try, and unfortunately it didn't reach my target before stopping me out. But look at the move that I missed. But you know what? This trade, it didn't bother me that much because at least it went according to plan. So, winning in Baidu, I think I won half an hour over here, messed with me psychologically more than this 1 hour loss on PDD. So that's to be considered next time. I made a few other trades. JD. Again, my focus was really Chinese stock this morning, and I really thought that there was a chance that it would go up. But my plan for JD was I didn't have a bias, either short or long. I was fine with it. So because of this, it was hovering around this previous day high, and if I show you right here at this 71 level. So that's the level that I had my eyes on. So you can see JD here, it hit this 71 level and it slammed back down. So there was a possibility it might come back to this 69.70 level over here. I decided to give it a try for a 1 minute open range breakdown. Perfect entry, stop loss, no problem. That was the plan. And when it pushed above this 71 level, I went long. So I had no problem with this long as well. It was part of the plan as well. But what happened here is that it went to this pre-market high, and when it reached this level, I did not, since I'm trying to not partial as much, I did not partial, but I brought my stop to break even, and it came down and stopped me out. And then look at the move that I missed. Look at the move that I missed. That's a crazy. It would have been very nice. I think it would have been close to 4 or 5 hour win if this has not stopped me out. But then when it started pushing back up, I decided to give it another try with my stop below this 71 level over here. My stop was here, and I got it over here. And that coincided with the 5-minute opening range breakup. So you can see I got up over here. This was the perfect 5-minute opening range breakup. With my stop over here. I contemplating adding, but I didn't. I'm still working on that. I'm still working on adding. And it went all the way close to my target of 72.33, and I got it all out. You know, yeah, sure. In hindsight, yeah, I could have probably kept all this, but that went according to plan, so no problem over there. But all in all, I think this trade was break even because it came back and it stopped me out. So today was this was a break even trade. I was plus half an hour on BIDU. Break even a half an hour. So and then I lost 1 hour over here on ExxonMobil. I just thought that ExxonMobil is overextended. You can see on the daily is far from the 9 EMA, is far from the 20 EMA. It was hitting against this critical level, and you can see it clearly over here at 69.15. So I decided to give it a shot, especially since it formed this double top. You can see over here that's the first top, and then it formed a second the second top. So I did, and it had a shooting star. So I went over here, just at the R4 level. I went short. I think at this point I was up 1 hour. If I covered here, I probably would have been positive for the day. But I decided to let it go, give it a shot, see if it wants to move back closer to these levels. Unfortunately, it came back and it stopped me out. So this loss and the loss on PDD was actually and this loss over here and this loss over here was perfectly fine. It did not like I'm okay with it. You know, losing is part of day trading. I mean, there's no way around it, right? I mean, you could have the best plan, the best strategy, whatever it is, you're still gonna have red days. So I'm not really mad about these two losses, but this one, the one in BIDU, I gotta really think about that and really try not to get into stocks that are spready in the pre-market. That's it. I hope you guys like the recap, and see you guys next time.